maybe something like that. Well, you got your wall. Very good illusion from that Shadow Fiend, getting the minus armor. That's got Slark and Dazzle making their quick appearance onto Solo and TA2000. 9 class is soaking up a ton of damage on the Slark. They want to secure the kill on the ET first, and they will get it. Parivision will get first blood, and that also means that TA2000 cannot stand his ground to fight back. Maybe with the Sprout, he'll get a bit of extra damage, but 9 class with that Tango. Not even.
Somebody has to deal with this SF. The reason why the SF was such a good pick is because you don't have anything to get into his face. And you need to. If you don't, this hero is going to farm too much. He's going to be way too strong. And then once you're in his face, he's going to destroy you.
Yeah, the fact is they did pick this Darkseer into the Shadow Fiend. So you got to hope that it pays off in the end. Vacuum to cancel out the Requiem. They finally secure the Wisdom. Solo will drop to Satanic. And here comes TA2000 trying to capitalize on it.
No one is here.
And here comes Ember. We're bringing everybody to the fight. They will take down Dakalis. Noticed also falling TA2000 to drop for no one. Ember walks away with a double, and now it's a 6-1 scoreline for Parivision, plus the XP rune.
They're able that he's capable of. That was Parivision just setting it up perfectly, and Yandex just jumping into the trap.
Yeah, and here comes DM helping out the first usage of his novel projection, forcing Puck out of position in the chains, able to jaunt to the river, but here comes no one on the chase with the regen rune still ticking. And he's got a ton of regen for himself. Run down the Puck. A lot of these moves from Yandex, which is the reason they only have that 1 kill. They also got that 1 kill 7 minutes ago.
Yep. And it was Parivision who were being aggressive. This is a good play.
See if they can get this Ember. The coil comes out. Very important kill. Kira Jr. able to finish off that killing spree from no one, and that
Satanic. I got my BKB.
Look at bottom. They found TA2000, and that's going to be the Dawnbreaker tuning in with no one, and it's a beautiful kill. Dakalis will finish him off with the Starbreaker.
There's that ward that they placed a couple of minutes ago. We talked about
what they originally bargained for. They're trying to make a play through the gate to the top lane. They've already pinged out the Nature's Prophet, and here's the backup coming in. 2 versus 1. It might just be these 2 heroes that are able to finish him off right away. I mean, setting up for a potential follow-up team fight. Solo shows himself, and 9 class is like an extra for me. Well, no one is here, and yeah, they're going to tip Solo rightfully that for this, like, what were you really thinking to achieve there? And that's going to be a tower going down too.
Not really centering around the mid lane at the moment until they have the Nature's Prophet dead.
And use the coil on 9 class, but Kira kind of defenseless right now. No phase shift for a few seconds, but does have the orb to throw forward. And the jump on Satanic, but he's got that BKB. Hurricane Pike to build up some distance, and that is also off of the Shadow Fiend illusion spawning from the wall. So Yandex trying to push them away, try to secure the Tormentor, but this could be risky because Parivision is coming in for it. They've already scouted maybe some of the moves with that ET, but look at this pincer move. You got no one from the bottom side and Satanic from the top half. And now targeting the Dazzle, hoping they can finish off DM Dazzle off, but he does get the grave for now. Solo down first. Dakalis with the extra heals, but the coil comes in, and Dakalis will drop. That's a support out of the way, but they've already dropped really low on the side of on the side of Yandex. So notice in TA2000 running away. Kira Jr. still not out of harm's way, and that's going to be a dead Puck.
And then kill the Tormentor, and boy, were they wrong.
9 class still being a bully, and no one actually spots the Puck and tries to go for a solo kill on him here. Does have Dakalis showing up for the backup, and Puck is dead before the jaunt out. Doesn't quite see the teleport there from the Willow. Got a bit unlucky there. He tried to TP on the high ground, got pushed down to the low ground, but now TA2000 targeted here. No one in the chase. Don't quite get the stun from Dakalis, but there's the turnaround fear coming in from the Willow into the vacuum. So they pull in Dakalis at least. But does he have enough? One more second for the Celestial Hammer so he can throw himself down to the low ground. No, he decides his fate is already sealed, but
Ags, sure, use it on an SF. He's not going to move anyways.
That is a Shadow Fiend on the hunt. I don't think
he's got him.
Getting this one. Oh, he's got him. Yep. That's not right. That is definitely right, DM.
He's got the lasting presence facet, so his ulti hurts
you
quite
guessed
a lot.
it. You guessed it, who they found. You hear Dawnbreaker ulti in the background. That means they found the Furion. But they haven't killed him just quite yet. No one causing some havoc at the back line, hoping for some more chains to fly in. And the Nature's Prophet gets denied by problems, but still, what is that going to do for you? He means he's still going to be dead. Parivision, do not lose a hero. And Yandex will drop 3.
Oh, the game is over. You can see how they're running in like madmen. That's just how it goes. Versus the Aegis, you have lost.
Yeah, well, Ember has already found them first. Parivision are the ones to take the fight to Yandex. Yule's throwing the Ember into the air for a moment. He's got only 1 remnant at the moment. There's your Dawnbreaker ulti forced out to no really big effect.
That's
Yandex
big.
are quite happy with it at the moment. They still got their coil, still got their Earth Splitter.
SF is in the pit again. And you have to react. He has a Daedalus. This is going to die way too
Finishes off
fast.
so fast, yeah. Alright, that's Aegis picked up. Notice getting caught. Silenced. Has the Guardian Greaves still. His E-Blades or Ghost Scepters won't really do too much here because of the Nullifier on him, but he buys enough time. The Force Staff comes through. No one jumping all the way to the back, catching the Nature's Prophet, and that's going to be your public enemy number 1. Coil already used as well by the Puck early on. And they just can't find a way for Solo to use his ult. Kira just gets deleted by Satanic. And look at the Shadow Fiend go. He's going to tear him a new one. It's a quick triple kill for Satanic. Yandex, things were looking okay, but not after that.
He got two crits of 1100 towards the Puck, and the Puck just died. He was full HP. When you're a Puck, you do not expect yourself to get 2-shotted and just not... Yeah, it attacks you from the Silver Edge. It's too much. Oh!
That just happened.
I mean, at some point you want to say, okay, guys, let's smack him around in the next game. This was just a slow murder coming out from Parivision, and I think it lasted from like minute 5. It was kind of apparent that they're in full control.
Yeah. I mean, they set up some really strong lanes for Parivision early on in the draft too, and it felt like they did not get addressed early enough. Tier 2000 almost dying in front of his fountain. No one's found him, and he'll take him out. Notice going to be targeted next. Buyback coming in from TA. They still have the Aegis on Satanic, and it continues to wreak havoc inside the Yandex base.
Come on, use the 9-second BKB, Satanic. Don't do this to them. This is too much. He bought it like 15 minutes into the game and still hasn't used a single charge. Really, didn't even get close to needing to use it.
Yeah. The coil still goes through the Depth Shroud, but I'm not sure if the right clicks from the coil connect because they don't see the targets. You know, Dota's a game of interactions, and now maybe they can make this work out. 6 seconds on the Aegis clock here. Solo is dying. Earth Splitter finally goes out. They have to throw everything, and that is a complete miss. So call it GG and call it game number 1 in the bag. Parivision to make this one look a little bit too easy.
Yep, it actually lasted for 38 minutes, but it was mostly 38 minutes of Parivision just smacking their opponents. And I guess coming into the series, everybody did look at them as the favorite, but this was scary, right? Because this is not a classic.
It's amazing,
song.
but it's not even like this is like an 80% good pick here, right? It's not like 100%. This is the best you can get in terms of kill potential, in terms of finding pickoffs. Most importantly, they did not have a stun last game. Now they've got 4. And here might just be a first blood potentially. Could just go for Solo with the Poison Touch. A 9 class to drop, and it's Team Yandex on the board first. So,
no. I'm not sure if he's going to try to kill DM.
Ooh. He's got an idea, but 2 points
Just
of Poison
wait.
Touch and a Blood Grenade, it's doable. It's totally doable. There's the setup here. DM surges
one more
away,
hit.
but the tick damage might... It's probably going to be enough. It's probably going to be enough. One more. There we go. Solo's got it.
Also, mid lane got no one as well.
Oh, they got no one too. And now TP's to respond onto this Bat Rider. Dokalis will finish him off.
That's fine. You're going to steal the Wisdom Shrine as well. There's absolutely nothing that Parivision can do about it. You lost this. This is a problem
Tower,
for
they know they won't get any backup from their Puck just quite yet. No one's not willing to participate for a tower defense. Satanic will find a kill on Notice with the help of Dokalis.
to heal back up to full. And the main thing is they forced out a coil. So now Parivision, if you would dive them on the top lane or something like this, the Puck cannot respond.
Yeah. Sending out one hero. Disruptor still has a couple stick charges, but this Batrider might just commit to this tower. But with the help of Cheer Jr., Morphling is getting big in terms of his farm. We do have that early Witchblade coming up on the puck, but I think this is still a game you have to consider Yules on the puck. Even if there isn't a direct silence being thrown at your way, but I'd have to try and stick around for long enough as 9 class is just getting hammered down by 3 Yandex heroes. Once you kick in the gears, it needs to stay on that track. If you fail to build momentum, that's going to be problematic. Now the Magnus is being set up here all alone, but gotta watch out for the puck down in mid, as this mid T1 might just get traded for this Magnus kill.
Speaking of blinks, here comes Noticed.
Willow's gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Still not a lot of damage taken yet. Disruptor ulti to turn on Kira, and here comes no one with the Witchblade, and that's going to be DM finding a kill, and Magnus might just follow suit for a second with the glimpse back in, and he's pushing around the puck. That's not the one you wanted with you, because you're instantly hit by another Witchblade tick, and that's a big blunder from Team Yandex. Nice reply from Parivision, though. The shock and all value. Well, they certainly have to find that vibe again. No one is right nearby. Monkey King dodging the first hit, but they do get the glimpse to connect on him into the coil. That's a combo that will always work for him. And there's the RP to follow, hoping to get this puck locked down, but he will not die. He gets the orb out, and no one gets away. Meanwhile, Kira is dropped low, and they push problems on the side. Dakal is being hammered by TA2000. Sven will find the first kill here for Yandex, and on to 9 class to get a second. Make it a double kill. Notice is not done yet, though. Just get silenced up. The disarm comes out through.
He used the waveform and just TP'd out. Pushed out the mid lane, immediately looking towards the bottom lane. Parivision, they sacrifice their supports for this move right now.
All right, well. Something for Parivision outside of the fight. They are chasing the Willow still. It's taking quite a long time, though. The Colossus is also showing up, and Willow's really making them work for their money. A lot of damage being dealt onto Solo, and 9 class is getting the backup. DM is here. Here comes the Magnus, though. They push 9 class straight back in. No one is coming in. They would hope to get a core kill as a trade of one of their supports going down. Nice coil onto 2.
Grave
still
ready.
Holding on to that grave point. He does throw it in onto Noticed, as no one was hoping to get the snipe. He doesn't have quite enough, and he doesn't have a phase shift available, and he's down.
Monkey needs help.
No one finally drops down. Morphling is still watching on the side. You can use for it. You have the coil, even faster cooldown, to try and just force that BKB off the Sven, and then try to disengage. As talking about the Disruptor, they come through the portal, take down the Colossus. DM indeed has some. Yeah, he's sticking around. He's surely dead now.
Yep, nowhere to go.
Sven will. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's still good.
Let's pull up some tricks here. Yeah, we're gonna bring you back to the cliff with us. Nope, doesn't quite work out, and they get the RP out. All right, yeah, they had to work a bit harder for their meal, but they got it done.
Yeah, they didn't want to use either the RP or the lasso. In the end, both of them had to be used.
At least Kira Jr. alone. Puck.
Nobody's coming
might find a kill with the help of 9 class.
Nice
might
dodge.
Be enough to kill the Monkey King. He's down to 100 BKB, forced out too. Backup's still not here. DM, his sacrifice pays off.
Yep, that's actually quite good. I mean, preparation from Yandex were good on the bottom lane to CDM, but because they wanted to save their spells, it took too long.
Another playing aggressive here. No one just dives in aggressively. Sven, though, finds the puck. And there's no way out of this one.
At least it's a Sven BKB down. At least something, right? That is what you need to happen.
Pick up the Tormentor?
Yes,
the Tormentor is dead. All right, well, they go straight onto the Sven. He does not have his God Strength. This might just get the Sven blown up before... Okay, he does have his BKB, sure, but no God Strength. Big source of damage missing. Butterfly ready on the Morphling. He'll get straight to work. Big RP on the back, though. They'll catch one. Hope to kill off DM2. He still has that halberd available. They need to get Satanic in position. And turns into a Sven, and he tears down 2. Gets problems in solo, and he's not done yet. Meanwhile, Chira takes down DM and Dakalis in the river, and it's turned into a 3v2. Puck TPing out, Morphling returning to where he came from. And that's the first sign of Satanic showing up in a fight with his Manta, Vlad's, his Butterfly, and cosplaying the forest of that tier 2 tower, hoping that somebody's going to walk into him. And Satanic spots the Monkey King walking into him directly. Misses the stun. They got an opening to jump in and hope to kill Cheer Jr. Down to 1,000 HP. Mischief inside the Wukong's command, and he's going to have to burn that BKB to try and TP home. But he got glimpsed back by Takalis. Oh, no. Oh, poor Kira Jr. down. Satanic will finish him off. Notice, we'll push in the Morphling, and look at that. The damage is just not going to be enough with the RP. Nice vacuum, but they pushed him onto the high ground, but the coil snaps on all of them. And this is a good chase for the Morphling to try and find some kills for Parivision. 1 core down, 2 cores down, onto the Batrider. Find a third. No one will get this one. Sven and also the Dazzle make their way out, but
he's more of a defensive guy, so make sure that you're killing the other ones.
TD in the river. No one is keeping his eyes open on that one. Morphling is also considering it, but they find the Morphling. It does get the waveform out, and TA2000 spends his BKB for nothing.
They have to run now.
And here comes no one. DD Rune picked up, a ton of damage thrown. An early Grave coming out from this Dazzle, and Morphling charges in onto Solo. Looking for Kira Jr. Just get the move to the other side of the Wukongs. And another jump in once again from the Sven. Satanic is up to 5,000 max HP. Another RP connected by Notice, but is it enough? It is! They take Satanic down, and that just might be the fight done for Parivision. Puck still not out of it though. Has that DD Rune, hoping to find a pick on the backline. Problems is dropping low. He will fall to the Puck. But they're now just finishing off any remaining stragglers. Stakalis is dead, and Puck still trying to go for a quick snipe. No one at least being a nuisance on this Junior.
Oh boy, he is just dancing around them. They have to kill him.
There we go. He's finally taken out. There's a lasso as well on the side here. Stakalis almost getting dragged onto the high ground, and a bit of an early static storm. It does allow the Puck to at least go for the D ward. Disruptor in trouble, forced to safety.
Really managed to deal with all the waves. Look at that. Bottom lane, top lane, all of them going towards the Parivision. So Parivision, if you're fighting this, it's going to be going in blind.
Pretty much. They got the wards out. No one is already gone, and not enough time for 9 class to land that Terrorize. Sven cleans up both of these two heroes, and it's a 70-second timer. That is enough.
Waiting for the perfect moment. So yeah, as the longer it goes, the more chances for Parivision to make a mistake and for Notice to just clump them all together. Right?
Hammering around, forcing some hits here. Sven already dropped quite low, but there comes the Magnus, almost throwing the RP. Go for the cast cancel there. Vacuum, wall combo thrown in. 9 class is already down. There's a bit of trouble here for Yandex, losing to Sven for the first time. Batrider burning to a crisp. That Parasma almost took him down. Now they're focusing the DM on the left side. TA2000
Sven
also running away on the Sven, and he's down to 1,000 HP. This Morphling hasn't had to shift towards strength at all. There's the Grave at least onto the Sven, but that Grave is going to run out in a moment. He doesn't get the Satanic. They glyph the creep. He's got nothing to lifesteal off of. Only got 1 hit in. Another vacuum. They take him down. Huge. Whoever pressed that glyph might have changed this fight, but they will still jump on him. Massive RP coming out from Notice. Dakala's dead, and on the Morphling they go. Satanic is still alive with 500 HP. They will focus the Monkey King on the back. They get the Nullify on him. Notice is still trying to jump on him, but no, will not get the kill on the Morphling. And no one will continue to hammer the Monkey King down. He is out. And the TP cancel on Dazzle. They'll get Solo too. That's his 2nd death of the game. A support pause 5 Dazzle has. You gotta be a bit greedy if you are Parivision. Not too greedy, but just that right amount. And there we go, the lasso initiation's out onto the Disruptor, but he's stuck on the low ground. They did not get him close enough. The BKB is still there, Sven throwing in a stun. The coil connects, Monkey King in trouble, does get graved up by Solo. He'll keep him up, and now Satanic charges to the Dazzle, takes him down. That's going to be 1 for 1, 1 for 2 even at this point. The RP comes out as well. Satanic is getting stunned for such a long time, and he will not return, but he's coming in with a buyback. They're going all in on this one, but Morphling's got nowhere nearby to TP to. They took away the outpost. No one is dead. Batrider buys back. Everyone's buying back into this. 9 class is gone too.
The refresher. He's ready to fight. They don't know about this.
The strike misses. They need to get this Aegis up on the Morphling. A steal is coming in though. Sven jumps in, the back comes out, and Problems will secure the Aegis. It's going to be taken away from Parivision, and Morphling cannot afford to die. Big combos in the pit, Aegis down, and they are losing the Magnus. No one is putting pressure on the back here. Monkey King hitting the Morphling, dropping him low, and he's got that Scotty debuff. Remember, the Morphling cannot stick around very nearby here right now. Sven is getting stuck in the river. He does get the Satanic off though, and fully regenerates. Monkey King jumping it again onto DM, and he's moving away for the time being. Does have that Outworld staff to keep himself away for the time being. Sven though dropping quite low, and at the same, Morphling returning to the fight. Another save from Dazzle on to Kier Jr., keeping this monkey up, and he's winning the fight versus the Morphling, and Morphling moves away. That turns into a Sven, stuns the monkey, takes him down. Sven has died as well. No one able to finish him off. Bought back to the fight, returned to take the Sven away. Be used one more time to defend the base, but Parivision making the decision to stay and charge through. One tier 4 down, the second being targeted, and with that double, that Lincoln's protection on this Morphling, they cannot lasso the damage dealer away. The Ancient is falling, and they cannot do anything about it. Yandex will give it one more try. They broke the blinks as well, but the Darkseer coming in with the Shivas, and there's the RP. 5 seconds for the Sven. The Ancient is down to 700 HP. Morphling to safety, and the Ancient dies as the Sven returns to watch. His base has fallen 2-0 Parivision.
Satanic threw out a sigh of relief there. I think he was like, who am I doing?